Hi, my name is Emily, and I'm going to talk about my favorite book that is called Perfect Crime. Sorry if I give you a little bit of spoilers, but I'm just gonna say it as I remember. Okay, the first thing, there are four main characters. One of them is the antagonist, and all of them have interesting personalities, or at least for me. But first, to understand the descriptions, I need to say that for me, the main character, it was the antagonist. So he was an older man, maybe that was in his 60s or 70s, and also he used to be a writer. I mean, he wrote a lot of books throughout all of his life until basically the story started. I don't know how to explain that. Okay, then there are the other three main characters. There are his victims, and all of them have a common thing that is red hair. Okay, the first one is a woman that is around her maybe 50s or 40s and is the greatest doctor in her area. She likes cats and she lives alone. She never had kids. Basically, she lives alone and she doesn't have contact with her family. Also, she loves all of these comical things. Like, I mean, is that kind of person that goes to give some shows in bars to make people make fun of them, something like that. Then the other red haired girl was also a woman between maybe her 30s or 40s, was younger than the doctor. He used to be a teacher, but her story was really sad because her daughter and his husband died in an accident, so she was a really depressed person. She quit of her job and she was basically just sad all the time and with a terrible life. She was doing nothing basically. Then the last one, it was like a girl maybe of my age, between 18 or 20. She was at college. She came from a really rich family, but also her parents were divorced and she had a lot of problems with that. So her grades were bad, and also she had problems with her classmates about her personality. So now, basically, the whole story is about this man, this older man, that wanted to end his life with the greatest book of all times. So he designed this kind of crime where he was about to kill all the the three persons. And the analogy here was literally that he chose the story of he chose Little Red Riding Hood. So these three woman girls were the Little Red Riding Hood, and then he was the wolf. So he was always like going after them and watching her out, just checking out what they were doing at any moment. And of course, he was advertising them. Like, he was always sending them like videos or of the things that they were doing, letters of how he was going to kill them and all of that. The interesting thing about the whole story is that even though he was really old basically and he did nothing to do with technology, he could do all of the things he did, without even make police realize. Because I must say that in some parts of the story, one of the red hair girls is like calling the police and they say that they can do anything because there are no proofs, so that is like a thing of younger people. But I think that that's interesting that the author really showed them like he was really smart we're not smart but capable of doing technology stuff. I did enjoy the story. I really don't want to give you spoilers, but the thing is that it was a really good book, All of the story was so really interesting and with a whole future to give. And then the end was just not my vibe. But I mean, it's still a really good book, and also maybe because I'm a dramatic person, I didn't like the book, like the end. But if you really like crime and just that, I would recommend it. It's really good. I forgot to say, the author of this book is called John Katzenbach. But well, this is the end of this video, and if you like crime books, I will recommend to read that book. It's really good, even though I said that I didn't like the end. So goodbye.